Hello everybody. The topic of this section is exchange rates and time value of money. In this section, we will discuss the exchange rates and the time value of money by an example and the computing of net present value in different currencies. Suppose you are considering investing $10,000 either in dollar-denominated bonds offering an interest rate of 10% per year, or in yen-denominated bonds offering 3% per year. Which is the better investment for the next year and why? The answer depends on how much the dollar-to-yen exchange rate will change during the year. Suppose that the exchange rate is now 100 yen per dollar, and therefore, your $10,000 is now worth 1 million yen. If you invest in yen bonds, you will have 1 million multiplied 1 plus the interest rate 3%. That is 1,030,000 yen a year from now. If you invest in dollar bonds, you will have $11,000, which is equal to 10,000 multiplied 1 plus the interest rate 10%. If the exchange rate a year from now will be 92 yen per dollar, the yen bond will have a dollar value of $11,196. That is 1,030,000 over 92, which is $196 more than the $11,000 you would have from the dollar bond. On the other hand, if the exchange rate a year from now will be 94 yen per dollar, the yen bond will have a dollar value of $10,957. That is 1,030,000 over 94, which is $43 less than the $11,000 you would have from the dollar bond. Well, if the future exchange rate is 1,030,000 over 11,000, which is about 93.636 yen per dollar, there is no difference between the two bonds. That is, the 93.636 yen per dollar is the break-even exchange rate. This example illustrates the relationship between exchange rates and time value of money. To avoid confusion when making financial decisions with different currencies, there is a simple rule that one must observe. In any time value of money calculation, the cash flows and the interest rate must be denominated in the same currency. Thus, to compute the present value of cash flows denominated in yen, you must discount using the yen interest rate. And to compute the present value of cash flows denominated in dollars, you must discount using the dollar interest rate. For example, suppose that you are trying to decide whether you should invest in a Japanese project or an American project, both of which require an initial outlay of $10,000. The Japanese project will pay you 575,000 yen per year for 5 years. The yen interest rate is 4% per year. In order to calculate the NPV of this Japanese project, we need to compute the present value of the project first. By the formula of the present value for ordinary annuity, the present value of this Japanese project, denoted as PV1, is 2,559,798 yen. And the NPV of this project, denoted as NPV1, is equal to PV1 minus the cost, $10,000. Besides, the American one will pay $6,000 per year for 5 years with the dollar interest rate 6% per year. So, by the formula of the present value of ordinary annuity, the present value of this American project, denoted as PV2, is $25,274. In further, we can get the NPV of this project, which is equal to PV2 minus $10,000, which is $15,274. In order to make investment decision between the two projects, we should compare the NPV of the American project and the Japanese one. If the current dollar price of a yen is $0.01 per yen, we can convert the PV1 at the current exchange rate of $0.01 per yen to get $25,598. In further, we find that NPV1 is $15,598. Thus, the Japanese project has a higher NPV and is the better one to invest. In summary, we have discussed an example to illustrate the exchange rates and time value of money, and tried to calculate the NPV in different currencies based on a rule. The cash flows and the interest rate must be denominated in the same currency. That's all about this section. Bye.